at least rob him, make it look worth it.
Yeah, but or the guy that was watering his lawn, that was crazy.
That was crazy. And
I mean, the guy's just watering his lawn, man. Dude, really?
Even if he had carry conceal, I don't think he'd have got to it fast enough.
No. He came out of nowhere. It happens. It happens.
So what are your ideas about that?
As far as I think people have a right. I think they have the right to carry. As long as they're, and I go with you on that. As long as they're qualified, I'm cool with it. There's no problem.
Yeah.
Myself, I thought about it, and because the only thing I'd have to do is just 8 hours. I thought about it, and I'm like, even when I was 5'0", I didn't really like carrying it, believe it or not.
Really?
After the first year, it gets to be more. Well, yeah, it's like carrying a 3-pound turd. It's just, I mean, you can't do anything. I mean, because you're afraid somebody's going to see it, and then getting into a gunfight. The odds of up in this area here, the odds of it are almost zero. I mean, it's like 50 billion trillion to 1. Where in Chicago, the odds would be 1 to 1.
Right.
So if I was in Chicago, I think if I was in the city of Chicago where they just had 4,000 murders, I would consider it more there than I would out here in the middle of. The only thing we have to worry about is getting sprayed by skunks out here. Which, by the way, I would shoot one. I would shoot it.
Shot.
That skunk raises its tail. It's on, man. I would lay up a whole 16 rounds in it. My buddy was telling me, one of the guys that worked for me yesterday was telling me, he says that he came around into an attic. No, it was the attic, or he was in a crawl space or somewhere. And he said he's come along, and all of a sudden he sees a skunk. And that skunk was already had the tail up, pointed at him, and it just got him. It just got him. And he said he stunk for like 2 days from that.
Oof. There isn't enough tomato juice to get me.
Well, my dog, my little dog Sandy, when she was alive, we were out on the farm out in Capron in unincorporated Boone County.
Ooh,
and she got. I mean, you think after one time, when you get whacked by a skunk that you'd learn. Not this dog, twice, and the second time, I believe it was the second time. I mean, it had to be. I mean, they had to be in it because. We had to put it in the garage. That's how bad it was.
Normie let Toby in when we had the golden retriever.
Mm-hmm.
He was out in the backyard. He come in. She goes, "There was a smell," and then it got worse.
Oh yeah, it does. You ever go by even a roadkill? You go by one of those skunks on a roadkill. Oh my god.
Oh, that lingers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
this something else too. What I was thinking about. So this kid, we call him Coco. His name's Lamar. But anyhow, we're driving up Route 120 in Wisconsin. We go by a dairy farm, right?
Yeah.
And it is ripe. This guy's got he throws his shirt over his face. He's like, "What's that?" You know what I told him? I said, "That's country, baby. That's country."
What's that smell? Smells like money
oh
to me.
man, yeah. No, but I mean, he was like, "What is that?" And I said, "That's country, baby," because he's never been around the farms and stuff like that. So I thought maybe I'm gonna take him out on County Road B up there. They have this huge hog farm. I thought maybe go up there and stop and then let him get a little whiff of the jiff,
Yeah, pig farm's a whole lot more stinkier than a cow farm.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure if Fred got his phone back yet either. But speaking of stinking, he dropped. You like that segue?
Yeah.
He dropped his iPhone, and it froze in time. I mean, it cracked it, but it just. I think it had like the time on there, and that was it.
Oh.
So he was. I don't know if he's back out there yet or not. Now the good thing is he had insurance on it.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Oh yeah. I just upgraded. I had an HTC, but the problem with the HTC, it didn't really have a whole lot of memory in it.
Yeah.
And today, man, you got to have a lot of memory to run these smartphones.
Yeah, I got a Galaxy 5S. I love it. I
got the 4S. I'm one behind. But I got it, and they threw in a 332 gig SD card too.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a 32 gig. 32 gig in mine. I put it in there. That's what hold all my music.
But I got to figure out how to get it to. Does it automatically store it on there when you run out of the 16 gig you have, or?
Well, actually, you can actually pull it out and put it in your computer
Uh-huh.
and load up all whatever you want there.
Oh,
Or take off.
oh,
And when it'll pop up and say, "Do you want to save to the SD card?" You just say yes. 32 is a lot.
oh, yeah. So you do it that way. So that's not for storing in the phone, but it's mainly for reading.
Well, you can do it either way. You can plug it in and do it that way. I just take it out that it's much easier to put stuff on and take stuff off.
Gotcha.
Because if you go through the phone, it takes forever.
Yeah, see this. And hey, everybody, this is Technology Corner with our good friend Marty here, right here on the Dave in the Morning Show and HarvardRocks.com. No, it doesn't get any better than this. When you get your telephone, just tune into us, and we'll give you hints and directions every day, right here on the Dave in the Morning Show. Marty.
Okay.
I was wondering because I feel like I got all this power now that I got this 32 gig. I mean 32 gig, man. That's caveman phone. Ooh. And so anyhow, I got the where you transfer everything over.
Yeah.
And last night, and I'm waiting, and everything it says transfer complete, and so I'm like, cool, right? It didn't transfer anything.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
had
like,
that happen.
I'm like, oh man, come on, because I got like I'm a social butterfly, so I have I got a lot of numbers and stuff. Back in the old days, you couldn't do that, so you had to type in everything all over again.
You had to plug it in and then do it overnight, otherwise it wouldn't download at all.
I would be like
and
92.
The phone would shut off in the middle of it.
Yep,
So
yep, right, every time. So, but I went and did something, and I came back and I looked, and voila. Everything was there.
See, I have one of these, and what it does, it's a SanDisk, and what you do is you put the chip in the side or in the top part of it, in through here, and then you stick it. Well, my computer has a little slot on it, so I just stick it in the slot, and it'll come up on my files. And then I just download it and upload from there.
I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it. I actually, so they gave me the 30. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that.
And
I didn't know I could do that.
I got my little GoPro HD, and it has a 64. I can't even get it. It's so tiny.
Mm-hmm. Well, because you got chubby little fingers.
Yeah, and there's the chip.
Oh, okay.
64.
Yeah.
And that fits on my phone, too.
Wow. So you can, watch your videos and stuff on your phone?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I just think I came up a notch, man. I think I came up a step in the food chain here.
Yeah,
I feel better. No, I feel much better now. But I'm still playing with it, because what happens is every phone is different. Why do they make phones different? Because one, you do this to make this do that, and that to do this. So now I have to retrain myself to do this other phone because the buttons are different.
Right, and I've noticed that because my son has an iPhone, but my little 5. Is just as good, but I can access more stuff.
No, I thought about an iPhone, but they got too much control of you.
The camera on this is 10 times better than the iPhone.
Oh yeah, you know what? I think mine has a nice camera too. I haven't even. I got to take some selfies today, but the last time I did that, I broke my camera.
Oh, don't do that,
man. Oh yeah. By the way, did you catch the video of me busting a move with G?
Yeah.
I mean, they got me up there. Put your left foot in, put your left foot out, and shake it all about. In my wildest dreams, I never thought that I would be standing in front of a bunch of people and doing the hokey pokey, or what my version of it.
Your version of it, yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing. I was just going along with the program because, they egg you on. Before they started videoing, I knew it was a trap, man. I felt like Donald last night. Because what happened was that I knew that it was a trap because when I got up there and they started to play it on the piano, everybody pops out their cameras and starts recording. So I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good.
Well, think of it this way, Dave. You turned yourself around.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, she looked good, but like me, I look like a penguin.
Well,
trying to turn
the
around.
Shoe fits, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do the hokey pokey, and yeah, I just, I'm like, thanks, Facebook, thanks.
There you go.
Yeah. That was a good time, though, man. That was a good time. That's a big deal. 25 years, and it's still going. That's even better. That just adds to it.
Kudos to you. You got something going there.
Yep, I got cooties. That's true. Yep. But Jordan, of course, now what's nice about with Jordan being the current Grand Poobah for the last 3 years is that he still makes me look good.
Well, he learned from the best.
Oh yeah. I told him that he learned from the best. Oh yeah,
he learned from the best. And he's doing the things that you were doing back then. He in the neighborhoods and community and
I think he does more. To be honest with you, I mean, I did. You and I both did a lot of freebies. A lot of community stuff. But he, I mean, he does a lot. I'm not going to say. Let's say more and different because what he does is a different thing that I did. But I like it. Yeah, I think it's good.
I like checking him out and seeing where he's at, what he's doing, and things like that.
And he doesn't mind that Facebook thing live. He does a lot of those.
Yeah, those are very interesting.
Yeah,
when he does that, and I like the Daily Devo too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so. I tuned into that and was watching. Yeah. But see, and he's got one of those kind of like Einstein looks. Like he's like you can look at him like he's really smart. And with me, I'm like, I tried doing live live thing, and I'm like, this. No, I can't do this.
I make too many mistakes to do live.
Yeah. Well, but like I like it when you like take a picture or something, like you got a fish or something, like pictures tell. I know the live is cool, but pictures you can kind of add your own storyline to it.
Yeah.
So I'm digging that.
I bought the GoPro because I want to go out on a boat one day and just videotape me catching fish.
There you go.
And for posterity reasons, I guess.
Yeah.
Selfish reasons, but
just
a little teaching exercise.
It's braggers' rights, man. It's braggers because you can always delete the little ones.
Yeah. No, you know what? The little ones are an add-in because. If you're catching little ones, it ain't far before you catch the big ones.
It's just a matter.
But I know that because I do it all the time.
But you know the lake. I mean, see, like you know where they're at in the lake.
Well, it's not always where they're at. It's knowing where they'll be aggressive.
Yeah.
They teach you any transition point is an aggressive point, but it's not necessarily true in all conditions. If you're fishing for fish, big fish, you tend to go to the big fish, which isn't on the same points that they teach you on TV. You have to go into the grass. You have to go into the weed. You have to find the pockets where they're sitting.
Yeah, because they're waiting for something to drop in and get some din-din.
Largemouth bass, when they're not on the feed, they're like kittens. They're like cats. They'll sit and perch and wait. And if something comes by and it just
bang,
that's it.
Yeah.
It sounds funny, but I relate largemouth bass to cats because they're the same primal instinct. They'll sit, they'll wait. It's funny because this microphone, the sun's shining this way, that fish will sit here.
Mm-hmm.
If that sun moves here, that fish will move here. It thinks it's hiding. It really does.
Yep.
But something swims by this way, it's dinner.
Yep. Especially if it's one of those baits with that spray you put on there. Did you win it? Did you win anything off of that?
Nah. I thought I would. I thought it was kind of a cute picture for, But, it's not over yet. It's not over.
I'm like, Marty, what are you doing? You're like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, try this bait stink stuff because I'll win. I'm like, okay.
You got to try. It's, never say never. So.
Yeah.
I think it was like $1,000 in prizes. So, yeah.
Can you believe I had to work today? Really?
Yeah. She's a busy person.
But if I do that, she goes like me.
Well,
yeah. All right. Well, so what's your pick today?
I think. Well, yesterday after I got through talking.